And what's going on, STOL addicts? Happy New Year! Welcome to 2021. Today we're going to be taking up the gravel. And it'd be the first time showing off this bad boy, so I figure why not take it in a beautiful place. So, with that, we're going to be going through, it looks like we got 7 more airstrips here. Granted, all of these are from add-ons, so I will go ahead and put those down in the link below. Go check them out. They are fantastic. This one starting out right here is the Alps Aventure number 13. Some of these airports don't actually have ICAO codes, so they've just been labeled one for the flight sim purposes, as they are just private strips. But yeah, go ahead and get them. They are awesome locations, some of them on top of freaking mountains. So let's go ahead and kick it off, and here we go. And do remember to click that like and subscribe button, support the channel, keep these videos going. I do enjoy making these for y'all, so yeah, go ahead, become a member. And with this guy, we'll go ahead and go full throttle, bring her on up. She really just lifts off roughly about 30-35 knots depending on your headwind. Keep it full power there. You'll hear your horn squeal at you for quite a while. Most of the time when you're flying this thing, it just screams non-stop, so just get used to it. We'll go ahead and take it up. Level off around 70 knots, pull flaps in. Generally, you can bring the flaps in around 50 knots. It's not an issue with this thing, it's so light. We'll go ahead and cruise on to our next airport. That'll be the La Toviere. And this one is actually another private strip, but it actually has a couple of homes down there, so it was pretty cool to land in. Generally just circle around. It's right there on the base of the mountain. Not really the base, more like midway up, but it has its own base. And you bring it in. So yeah, coming in straight away, you're going to see right here, that horn is going to be screaming. We're going to be dropping it down to about 35 to 30 knots. This strip, you really don't have to do that. I could have landed 2 mains and tail up, going around 50 knots, but I don't see the point. Why not do a short landing whenever you got a STOL aircraft like this, for all fun intents and purposes, of course. And so now swinging it back around, we're gonna full throttle, bring it up, again, just for the fun of it. We're gonna see how quickly we can get up. I think I lifted off around 35 knots, 40 knots on this, and then immediately bang to the left to head north to the L'école du Palet. I probably said that way wrong, but we're gonna roll with it. It's maybe a 30-second to a minute flight further north, kind of in the same village there, nestled up in the mountains. Yeah, so come right on in. As you can see the name right there, good luck saying it, unless you are French. And so yeah, bringing it in. We're gonna keep this one real low. I guess Europe had a lot of snow this past week, so as you can see with the live weather and the new update of snow and ice, everything is covered in snow where you can't even see the runway. Pretty sure I landed on the correct spot, but I mean, yeah, whatever, you know, this thing's pretty much land anywhere. And then, don't mind the flickering of the textures, that's just how the Cub works, I guess in that one spot for the window, but taking it up, again, another 40 knots. This next one is another Alps Adventure, but this one's number 14, with the ICAO labeled XX14, also part of that add-on that I was telling you guys about. Maybe a 5-minute flight, heading further west toward Courchevel, our final destination for this video. With this plane, you will notice that whenever you are close to that stall speed, all your controls will be really mushy. That is normal, so your movements will tend to be a little more exaggerated whenever you're trying to make corrections to line up with the runway. Now, this this Alps adventure is probably one of the more challenging ones that you will ever find in any of the sim. It is nestled right up on the top of that mountain. It was many attempts, definitely many attempts to get it just right for this. Generally coming in, I will, if I've never been to one of these airports, I will do an overfly and a Bach landing. Generally stay about 1,000 feet above, bring it in slow, right to stall speed, and then swing it back around and hopefully make the landing. But yeah, this one you are full uphill, and then you have a tiny spot to actually get it right, and then hopefully you stop in time before you end up in the side of the mountain right there. Obviously somebody has already made it up here, so that's pretty cool. Guy company, little tent set up, and then we will swing it back around to lift off and head over to the other side of the mountains. Oh, you gotta love that rudder control right there. Still trying to fine-tune the joystick to how Asobo has set up the rudder controls. They still stutter quite a bit, so just bear with me on that. Now, we are at Glacier De La Chiaupe, something like that. Sure, we're gonna bring it right in. This one was also fairly challenging, mainly because of the updraft coming off the mountain. As you can see, right there on your left side, it just drops right off, so you end up having a lot of air trying to push your left wing up. Yeah, other than that, runway's nice, just bring it straight in. If you guys do end up liking this paint that we got here, it is on flightsim.to. I'm not affiliated with them whatsoever. It's just a medium for me to share our awesome repaints for this aircraft. So I will put that link down at the bottom as well. You guys can go check it out, download it, and fly it for yourself. Enjoy. If you've enjoyed this video so far, make sure you do like and subscribe, become a crew member, and go get that repaint. Because we are definitely glad to have you here and have you come back for more videos. Now we are coming into Robert Merloz. This one is on the other side of the mountain of Courchevel. Figured why not go ahead and come into this guy. It's a regular asphalt runway, so no need for a STOL landing. I think this one actually brought it in. And just, yeah, straight in. Nice easy approach, 50 knots. Rolled 2 mains, tail up, slow down, and let the tail drop like normal. Had a little bit of a crosswind on that last one, that takeoff. Now we're just going to swing it right on around Courchevel. Now typically whenever I'm on multiplayer, I'll see people go and do a usual Courchevel landing where you try and hit the very edge of the runway, come up that ramp, slow it down, and then power up to make it over that little hill. But with this plane, we don't even need but a quarter of that runway. So what we're going to do is we're going to bring it in about 35 knots. We're going to hear the horn practically the whole way down, and then just going to sit it right on top of that little base you got there at the very top. So here we go. Nice and slow. And the horn. She's screaming. That's fine. Let it scream. And touch. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video and showing off the new repaint for the gravel, featuring us as a crew. Again, go pick it up. It is awesome and an awesome plane. See you later.